Hey, it's David here. We live in a very tactical world. What do I mean by that? Tactics. What we do on a very granular basis in our lives, in our businesses, in our investing. We're always looking for something that's going to make a difference today. What's going to move the needle today? What's going to give us a bigger return, a better return on investment today? Where's that going to happen? Tactics are certainly important because that's the exact specific action steps we take to actually move the needle in whatever we're trying to do. The problem with putting tactics first, and it's human nature, I did it for a big part of my early life, is that if we don't have a philosophy or a concept behind what we're driving to specifically, what is the goal? Well, people say, well, the goal is to make more money. Okay, I got that. How are we going to do that? Well, I should grow bigger. I should scale up. I should add capacity. I should have multiple businesses. Or I should invest in the latest tech-driven stock market craze. Or I should invest in crypto or precious metals or real estate's the place to be. All tactics. Not discounting any of those because they all work in two places. In the right hands, your hands, if it's the right thing for you to do, the right direction to take, and that depends upon what you're driving for. In my life, over 20 years ago, I was trying to do the same thing. I was trying to build a bigger practice and bring associate doctors in. Nothing wrong with that. Adding capacity, brought in consultants to drive the hygiene department, and overall be more profitable without me doing more of the work. Nothing wrong with that. That's a perfectly good model. On the outside, I was working and building real estate. And again, nothing wrong with that. But what I know today is what I was really looking for was the ability to take my foot off the pedal, not to be diligent about a work ethic, not at all, but to be wiser about what I was building toward and not paying a price that I didn't realize I was paying. I was putting so much effort into building a business, a practice, and real estate that I was neglecting time with my family. Time that I could never get back. Is there a balance there? Well, there's always a balance, right? But having a clear goal as to how much is enough at different points of our life. I'm not saying how much is enough that you need to like retire and never work another day in your life. That is a formula that needs to be determined, and how you create that formula and how you produce the income, what I call replacement income, that serves your lifestyle is an important part of the equation. But what if you're younger in life? Do you need to be focusing on that number, or do you need to be focusing on just being able to take your foot off the accelerator a little bit while you're going down that path toward your ultimate goal? These are the questions that come up all the time in Freedom Founders, and we dig into these in the Blueprint weekends. Couples. It's a couple's marriage. It's a couple's partnership. Why wouldn't we want to do it as a couple? Your spouse, your partner may or may not be involved in your business. That's fine, but the part is we're talking about life and how we integrate the business in our investments, building back the freedom of time and focusing on health and relationships, and at some point, what our real purpose in life is. That's what I call going on to your next. After you decide to leave the active income pursuits, what are you going to do? Where's your identity? These are all questions that come up every time we hold a Blueprint weekend. It's what I love to do. I can't do it for myself. I need outside eyes for me, but I love being a part of other people's lives and providing them, helping them develop and become clear with the clarity of their vision. Not by me telling them what to do, but by asking the questions that peel back the layers, layer by layer by layer, ultimately getting to what's really important in life. And now, how do we get there?